The internet is full of information, tricks, and life hacks on habits to be effective and successful in life. And partially they are useful. Some of them are good, some of them are useless, but some of them are even harmful and super bad. So let me take 10 habits and sort them out into top 5 useful and top 5 useless and bad. So habit number 1, waking up early for a miracle morning. For sure you've heard about that book, and at some point of time it was super popular and everyone was talking about it. It can work, and therefore I will categorize it as a useful, but I will put it on the position number 5. Why? Because it can work especially good if you are a man, because we have different physiology. Our hormone systems, our men and women, are very different. And for men, indeed, the highest peak of testosterone is in the morning, and that's why this is the most productive time of the day. For female body, it works in absolutely different way. We don't have the daily cycles, we have monthly cycles, and therefore there is no such period of a day when we women have to wake up and be the most active. It's not only for women, also for a man. If you are not an early bird and this actually goes against your nature, just don't do it. I think it is still useful to have a productive morning, but I put it on the position number 5 because it depends on your body. Habit number 2, stay positive no matter what. You can say, well, it's a very positive thing, let's put it as useful. I have another opinion, and I would categorize it as useless or even bad and harmful, because sometimes it can go against our actual feelings and it can even reach the level of the toxic positivity. So let's put it on the position number 4 of the useless and bad habits. What do I mean here? For example, there is a very sad situation. Someone passed away, there are some conflicts, or maybe the war, or someone is in danger and so on. But you pretend to be positive and stay like, okay, I have to be positive, I have to motivate others and so on. So this artificial you is separating from real you, and first of all, people still feel it, that this is not real you, and secondarily, you suppress your emotions, and it will come back with either psychosomatical issues or the burst of negative, so to say, emotions. So I agree, of course, that we should not show everything in 100% to everyone. We can filter with whom we say what. Still, being open and honest to yourself is crucial. Habit number 3, regular sport activities. Okay, here everything is very predictable. It is a very useful habit, definitely. So making regular sport 2 times a week or 3 times a week, and every day some small activities, and during the day some posture exercises, walking, those famous 10,000 steps and so on. This is very, very helpful for us, for physical health and for mental health. This is not discussable. We need those breaks during the day, and we need more active exercises during the week. And if you don't incorporate it, it will work against you. So please make sure you dedicate some time slots for sport in your schedule. Habit number 4, combining sport with podcasts and audiobooks. Probably you would think that it's a very good time optimization and it's a good and useful habit. However, I have not popular opinion that it actually works against you. So I will put it to the useless or actually harmful habits, and I will explain why. We receive information almost all the time when we are awake. The first second we wake up till time when we go to sleep, we are with our smartphones, reading, listening, watching, and so on. So there is no time for the brain to actually process that information. We are completely overwhelmed. This is just current reality. Your brain needs time to relax, first of all. As much as muscles need time to relax, to actually grow after exercising. You cannot exercise 24/7. It's impossible for muscles. It's impossible either for the brain. So brain needs time without any incoming information to process what is already there. So what I recommend is to use that time during your exercises and just enjoy the world around you when you're running maybe, or doing any other activities. So it's actually nice to think about something. So those ideas will pop up into your head, to your conscious level, and you will be able to reanalyze and think about it instead of receiving new information without any time to actually work on that. So let's put this habit in the position number 3 into the list of useless or even bad habits. I'm serious now. So the habit number 5 is to prioritize your goals and tasks. I love this exercise and I definitely categorize it to the useful habits. Moreover, I think that this habit is actually the habit number 1 in the list of useful habits and very important for efficiency and for overall fulfilling and great life. I'm talking not only about the prioritizing of your day, like what is the most important for me today, and just put maximum 3 things on your list, yeah, and not only creating the full task list for everything and then making the priorities, but I'm talking like top-down prioritization. So having your priorities for the year or maybe for 2-3 years if it's a big plan, for example, to open the company and then scale globally and so on. So it could be a long-term plan, or it could be 1-year plan, yeah, if you don't have that big goals. And then we break down that plan into the months, and months into the week, and week into the days, or months into days directly. I do it, to be honest, I skip weekly planning. And then everything which I do today actually contributes to my monthly goals and to my annual goals, and then it makes sense. So everything I want to achieve is built by the bricks which I put every day into the plan. So writing down your big dreams and plans and then dividing them into the small pieces and then actually following that plan and following those priorities is the most important what you can do for yourself. If you need support to create a plan for your life, like master plan of what you actually want to achieve, what are your actual goals, not of your parents, not of your spouse, but of you yourself, and you want to understand what exactly is your destiny, what you can achieve in business or in life. If you need support with that, we can find out together the suitable format to work together on those dreams and make an actionable plan out of them. I have master degree in psychology, master of business administration, and more than 10 years in business on managerial positions. I work with leaders a lot, and I know the approaches from theoretical side and from practical life. So contact me by the link in the description and we will find the best approach for you. Habit number 6. Checking emails first thing in the morning. We remember that you have tasks and goals and priorities for every day. So yesterday in the evening, you created the list for today. So today in the morning, when you come, you know what to do. You have to send that reply. You have to do something else, yeah, what is in your list. If you start with checking emails, it means that emails control you and your schedule and not the other way around. And of course, it could be that there is something super important, but to be honest, you would know it already by entering the office. Okay, it's not super bad to check emails. I agree with you. So let's put it on the position number 5 of useless habits, because it's not that bad to check emails if you don't use it as an excuse to not do something actually important. Habit number 7, working a lot, being workaholic, skipping breaks and vacations. We all know that it is important to work hard and work smart and so on to achieve something, for sure. Yet, I already explained today that our brain needs breaks. If you don't organize breaks during the day and during the months and during the year, using vacation to switch environment, to think about something else, to relax, to process information which we already obtained from previous sources and experiences, then our brain just gives up. So this can lead to burnout, to depression, to cognitive disorders, and so on. So we cannot overuse and overstimulate our brain without negative consequences. It's impossible. So to be more productive, we have to actually make breaks and just rest. So if you want to be productive, you have to put empty time slots into your calendar for the day, like really breaks, like lunch break, for example, or coffee break. And there you do not talk about work, you are working or discussing anything, music, any other experiences, but not work related. So your brain will have a break and actually will be more productive in your work. And I put it on the position number 2 in this list of bad habits. Habit number 8, disconnect from negative people and harmful connections. It's again a bit of hygiene factor, and I will definitely put it into the useful side of the world, because this habit actually removes the people who are harmful to you, who are breaking your values, who work against you and what you want to achieve. And it's sometimes very difficult because some of those people could be actually very close to us, or even could be in our family, and then it will be very difficult to disconnect completely. However, we can somehow minimize our communication, or at least minimize the negative effect of those people on us. It's difficult to make, I know, especially when people are close. If you need support, just let me know. I have a lot of practice in this, and we can find out how to make it in the best way for you in your situation. In general, the idea is, if you remove all the negative influence, all the negative people from your life, you will have way more love. It takes time to organize, but it works great. The same works with firing people. Even if they are very smart and talented, but they are very toxic for the people around, they don't believe in your mission, they don't believe into the values which you want to build. For example, you have a product and you want to change the world, but they are like, it's just the whatever, they are devaluing what you actually value. And in this case, they intoxicate the whole environment, the whole culture, and they break the motivation of people around the team. The best what you can do, even if this person is very smart, is to say goodbye. We don't have the same priorities, we don't have the same values, we are just not matchable and not good with each other. And this is sometimes the best way. So we put it on the third position into the list of useful habits. Habit number 9, avoiding conflict. And this is now a super crucial moment, because I put this habit into the first super bad, harmful habit in the list of top 5. Because this conflict avoiding behavior, it's the fear of confrontation. It's the fear that I will be not accepted and I will break up the relationship with someone who is actually maybe not that good for me if they are actually organizing that conflict. For example, if you have a conflict of who is in charge of something and you try to be nice and to avoid this conflict and so on, you will miss to actually write very good roles and responsibilities. And then if you do it, if you are not scared of the conflict and you would clarify it in a constructive way, and you would write the roles and responsibilities, racing matrix, that would be good and useful for the whole company, for the whole team or project and department and so on. So in this case, avoiding conflict is actually a crime against the company you are working on. Sometimes those conflicts are actually provoked by a very toxic personality, and they are not resolvable in a normal way, and the only one reason is to fire that person. And if you are hiding the conflict, if you are scared to acknowledge it, then you actually work against your company, you are sabotaging everything, and you actually participate in those intoxication of the environment and culture, and in the end, it's your fault that something didn't work, and maybe you even lost the company completely. The habit number 10, the last for today, is to schedule thinking time. It's not a surprise, it would be in a column of useful habits on the position number 2. Why is it so important? Why is it in top 5 on the position number 2? Because it's super good and helpful and effective and productive to have focused time which is dedicated to solve some tasks and issues when you are not in the calls, not in the meetings, not checking emails, not talking to anyone, not reading anything. You are just focused on that exercise. Yes, if you need to read something for that specific activity, of course, read it, but you are fully into that. It's a focus time, at least 1 hour or 25 minutes, 5 minutes break, another 25, another 5 minutes break, but somehow specific, good enough time to solve that issue without any other interruptions. It's super important for us to have those time slots. It's good to organize for you yourself and put those time slots into your calendar, as well as to put those thinking time slots, dedicated focused time for your teams, and to prohibit completely to put any meetings in those time slots. People must have time to think about the problem and to work without any interruptions. It's a switch in time, and then you need to spend even more to come back to the topic where you were 5 minutes ago. So it's absolutely useless and even harmful to make it. And it is very important to make dedicated time slots. I encourage you to do it today. So here you have it, 5 useful and 5 harmful habits which can change your life and success in business dramatically. Which of these useful habits do you already practice, and which of those harmful, useless habits do you want to quit now? Share with us in comments. It's always great to read your feedback. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share it with another leader who wants to grow. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.